getting ready to install a liquid line filter dryer. Right here, this is some 3/8 tubing on the liquid line. Dr. G is now performing surgery on the liquid line, getting ready to cut into it to install a liquid line filter dryer that you can see laying there right there. See?
Catch-all. We like to use the catch-all. Make sure you use a reversible dryer on heat pumps.
That's right. One of the ways, don't work too good in heat. Dr. G is getting ready to cut open his patient. Is there any trick that you'd like to share here about how you're doing that? Is it important to use the sandpaper first before you cut?
Well, it's easier because you use the sandpaper. That way you already got the surface clean and you don't have to worry about getting any product inside the tubing.
Wow, very good. Now he's measuring up the new liquid line filter dryer, figuring out where he needs to cut again. Understand this is not a job for the foolhardy. Yes, sir. Only for experienced technicians such as Dr. G and of course me, Dr. Z. One thing that may be necessary too, I'm thinking, is that we'll have to use a reaming tool to be sure that the inside of that tubing isn't narrow now that you've cut into it. Okay, now Dr. G is reaming the liquid line, and that's with the nitrogen running, and that way you see metal shavings don't fall into the tubing and get caught up in the compressor later. That just doesn't work too well. Compressors don't like metal shavings.
Now I'll cover this line while I'm reaming out the top line. Keep the shavings from falling down in it. Looks good and clean.
Alright. Pop the top on that baby. Here we go. And now he's installing the liquid line filter dryer. And in this case, because it's a bi-directional dryer, the direction of the arrows are going both the same direction, so it doesn't really matter in which direction the arrows are going. And the reason that you use a bi-directional liquid line filter dryer is if you have a heat pump. Now we're running a little bit of nitrogen through the system while Dr. G braces the liquid line filter dryer into place. The reason we do that is so that we don't get any scaling build up on the inside that's caused by the heat and the oxygen inside of the tubing.
Sometimes you got to bend your soldering stick to get around the back sides.
Uh-oh, we set off the alarm again. That wasn't really us. We like doing it though, it's funny. Watching people pile out of buildings. No, not really. Then it's embarrassing. Alright, the liquid line filter dryer is in place. Looks really good. And of course the compressor is in, and right now Dr. G is...
Might want to pick up one of these Schrader core wrenches. They're nice to have. They got a little thing here and the screw in where you can put several different cores in there and carry them with you. I like it anyway. I've had it for years. By the way, don't worry about that alarm going off there. That's always, they always have sounding alarms all the time. Worry the people to death. It don't scare us a bit. Me, old Dr. Z, aren't scared a bit. And actually too, Dr. Z at one point in time, if he feels like putting a low pressure switch on here, he could, you know.
Yeah, it's handy to put a Schrader in that spot on the compressor rather than just crimping it off.
Right.
Now we're putting the gauges back on the system so that we can pressure test it with nitrogen and make sure we don't have any leaks that we don't much care for. Let's see what we get. Hard to tell sometimes unless you pressure test it.
Ooh, Dr.
Sure.
Z.
What, we got one?
Dr. Z's got a leak back here.
Really?
Not.
Oh, okay.
I just seen that coming.
Oh, you scared me there.
What, did you have any doubt, Dr. Z?
Well, you never know. It's happened before. We're pressure testing this at about 100, what we got there, about 125 pounds of nitrogen. And with about 125 pounds of nitrogen, I mean, that's going to tell you if you have any leaks or not, that's for sure. You should be able to find any possible leaks at all with just maybe some soap bubbles. Here's our leak detector right here. Good old fluorescent gas leak detector, or soapy bubbles, whatever you want to call it. And Dr. G is spraying it on all of the brazing joints that we did here today, just to be sure that we got no leaks.
What you do is you go that, then you take your mirror, you check the back side out of it. You can see what you can see, you look at what you can't. You check out the back side and it'll tell you whether there's any leaks there or not.
Alright, I get a little close-ups here.
Make sure
Yeah.
my welds from the last time ain't leaking.
I was checking on another leak that he had before. There. And it looks, I mean, I'm looking at it right here and it's looking pretty good. I don't see any bubbling up or anything like that.
Let's see. Oh man, flashlight went dead. I like to kind of. That's good. That's all good under there.
Alright.
It's all good on the back side. Wasn't no doubt in Dr. Z's mind there, boy.
Nah. And of course we're going to make sure that the braze joints on the liquid line filter dryer aren't leaking. That's important as well.
Normally this stuff it's thick enough to where it'll show any bubbles. They'll kind of just come out. That top part's really good. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I don't see any. If you see any type of cracks up there or anything, I mean, any spots you might think leak, just be sure to get on there good. But this, I think we're good to go here.